There's a particular pleasure in watching how the market slowly, step by step, confirms your idea. Without sudden movements, without noise, just a pure development of the scenario. And today I want to show you such a session, guys. We will choose a clear setup, open the deal and monitor its development by commenting on each step. This video is about patience, clarity and confidence in your actions. Before you start working with the strategy, it's important to set up and prepare your account for work. So let's do that. I will use the Heiken Ashi graphic type. The time frame will be 1 minute. And now you need to turn on the indicator. For this, in the indicator section, I will select momentum. The period of the indicator will reduce to 5. This is necessary to see all the price fluctuations as quickly as possible. And that's it. It completes the configuration. And yes, friends, I wanted only one indicator to open trades. Watch the video to the end if you want to know all the details of working with the strategy. And of course, a bit later, I will also tell you about the most important rules of work. Do not miss them. If you want to see the market through the eyes of a trader, check out my Telegram. There, every day I post short and clear reviews that help to see the structure of the movement. To get to the channel, just go through the link in the description, follow and write me personally. Before opening a trade, let's add a trend line to the chart. I will set it by the minimum price. It's important in this situation. And trading time that I will use is going to be 3 minutes. Start with $150 and my forecast the price will increase. So we'll press the buy button to open a trade. And so tell me, are you ready? Then let's look at the situation in more detail. The trend line that has been set on price lows is directed upwards, which means that the market is now dominated by a rising trend and the price is gradually increasing. I also see that the price has fallen and reached the trend line. After, the price has pushed away from it and started to rise, so the line is built correctly. But opening a trade with only one signal is not possible, really. To check the reliability of the situation, I have the indicator momentum. On the graph of the indicator, I see that the price moved backwards. I care about the moment of crossing the graph of the zero level indicator. And as you can see, the chart has crossed the zero level, green candles have started to appear, and it's clearly matching with the changing trend in the currency pair. So my forecast is correct, everything points to an upward trend and therefore the price will rise. As you've already understood, it's quite simple strategy to work with, but it just requires you to follow certain rules. The situation is stable, the price is rising, and I have no doubt that I will make profit. Let's just wait for the trade to finish. And it's just great start of the session, guys. First trade is profitable, and that increases my capital to $1,908. But I of course keep on working and I'm already looking for the following situation. This situation will help us to solve the main mistakes in our work. I will limit the amount of trading to $10 and let's open a trade to reduce the price. And so, you see that the trend line is built to the maximum price, the price has moved away from it several times and started to fall. Now there is a similar situation. The price has reached the trend line, pushed away from it, a downward trend started. On the chart of the momentum indicator, I also see that the downward trend has started and the situation may seem reliable, but it is not. Look, the trend line in this situation is horizontal, it's completely straight. This tells me that there is no clear trend in the market, the price just fluctuates. And if the past signals were reliable and confident, the trend was longer. Now the currency pair is changing and the trend has not yet fixed. Therefore, when working with the strategy, it's important to understand the trend direction correctly. If you see that the trend line is a straight line that stands horizontally, then such a currency pair will not work. If the trend line is directed upwards, then the currency pair is moving upward, which means that it is the best to open the trade in the direction of a strong trend, which is in this case an increase in price. If the trend line is down, then the trades are open to reduce the price only. For the correct construction of a trend line, I recommend to use 3 maximum or minimum prices. On 2 price vertices, you can also build a trend line, but 3 vertices are more reliable in this situation. The momentum indicator in this strategy is used to confirm a trend change, but to open a trade, you cannot orient on it only. The price started to rise and it's approaching the trend line, and as you can see, my forecast was wrong. I have only to wait for the completion of the trade. Sadly, the trade is losing. I hope you will remember this situation, guys, and you will not make such a mistake in your work. But well, for me, I continue the work because I need to make up for the loss. The value of the trade will now be $200 and I think the price will increase, so open the trade. And I think you already can see everything by yourself. The trend line is already built and it's directed upwards. The momentum indicator also confirms the price increase. Everything's indicating a strong upward trend in the selected currency pair. These are the situations I recommend to look for and take to work, guys. They're the most reliable. I'll give you one piece of advice. Never be in a hurry to open a trade when you see even a little similar situation. It's really better to spend a little time checking whether the situation is safe or not. And even better to check the past signals in the selected currency pair. Perhaps they were false and could have led to losses. Which is, in this case, I try not to take the risk of opening the trade in such a currency pair, guys. It may still be unstable and a new trade can become unprofitable. Open trades only in those situations where you're 100% sure. I think this is another profitable trade. The price is well above the open trade line and it does not intend to go down. And as you can see, guys, the trade is also profitable. So now my capital is $2,064. So let me find another situation and open the last trade. I found a situation that is formed on a downward trend. The indicator gave a signal. The situation itself is also reliable and I think I can make profit and increase my capital a little. As you can see, the strategy really works and I've proven it to you. You just have to repeat all the settings after me and try this strategy. I'm sure that you will like the result of working with it and you will often use it in your work. And all what I can do for now is just wait for the trade to finish. And it's an amazing result, guys. Last trade is also profitable and that increases my capital to the amount of $2,274. The session is over and again with profit, but actually it's not the main thing. The main thing is that I showed you how the strategy works in real time. Every action that I did has been dictated by a clear algorithm and that's something that you can learn to do too. A tip: after this video, do not just go to the next. Take a chart, find 3 similar situations and work them out because repetition is the key to confidence and success. And of course, write in the comments below what is the most valuable thing that you've learned from this session.